Ammunition with you?
No.
Did you bring any fired cartridge cases with you?
No, I ain't home to that.
Casings, those things that come out of the gun, you didn't have any of those with you that day?
No.
You said even if you posted a picture with next to a private jet, that doesn't necessarily mean that's your private jet, correct?
Yeah, no, that wasn't my private jet.
Or swearing under oath that you own a private jet or regularly travel on private jets, fair to say?
No.
Okay. You post a picture of yourself next to a private jet. By doing that, are you taking an oath and saying, that's my private jet that I own?
What's on my jet?
Is it just portraying a certain image online?
Well, what do you mean?
But it's not necessarily reflective of reality.
Yeah. Perception.
So, Mr. Efron, your version of the messages starts at WYA, correct?
Yeah, because that was a new text thread, basically.
So can you explain that to the jury, what you're talking about when you say that's a new text thread?
So basically, I mean, after you delete your message, unless that person texts you, unless you text that person, yeah, that's a new message.
So when did you delete these 4 messages?
The same day I sent it to him.
When that day?
The 6th.
But when?
A couple of hours after. Or probably
After you sent them?
Yeah, after I sent it to him.
So if you sent these at 10:30 in the morning, would you have deleted them at around noon, 1 o'clock? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
For sure.
so you deleted these 4 messages before you received the WYA text message, correct?
Correct.
You did not delete them after the defendant shot at you. Is that fair?
Yes, that's it. I didn't.
You testified that on cross that there was a period of time after the shooting that your name was not publicly associated as the victim in this case. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you know when did that change?
When Jabari posted my car and said this snitch ass N-word ratted on my brother.
Okay. And you said that was on Instagram?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know approximately the date that happened?
That was the day Rocky got locked up. Coming back from Barbados, I believe, on the plane. And he was still in custody.
And after Jabari said that, did you see that recorded anywhere publicly?
It was everywhere.
What do you mean it was everywhere?
Literally everywhere. Every major little news outlet.
Of you being named as the victim associated with this case, correct?
Yes.
And if the date is marked as April 20, 2022, does that sound about the time that that happened to you? If you don't know the dates, that's fair, but...
The days that what happened to me?
That you were named as the victim.
Oh, yes.
What did you say in that?
Rocky shot at me.
Rocky shoot at me,
Right.
right?
Rocky shot at me.
Okay. 1204 still. Your next message?
One bullet, raised my hand.
Speak into the microphone.
One bullet raised my hand.
There was a typo. You meant to say "graze my hand."
Yeah, I did a lot of technical the other day. I was shaking. I was like shaking.
You were sending these text messages quickly, back to back to
Yeah,
back.
back to back.
Okay. Then you sent him another photograph, correct?
Yes.
Now we're at 12:12. So, about 8 minutes later. And then another photograph at 12:12, almost 12:13, correct?
Correct.
And immediately under that, you texted him at 12:13, this ills.
top one, that must have been his.
Yeah, it was a photograph. It's not
Okay, yeah, so
shown
that's,
there.
so I showed him Dale's conversation, trying to like lure me in.
You took a screenshot.
I took a screenshot of Dale's conversation, showed him to let him know it was authentic, that this is real.
Okay. So now we're at 12:13, which would be what? 11 minutes after your first message. 12:15. 2 or 3 minutes later, what was the next message you sent to him?
They set me up.
And then 12:16. 2 seconds after that message.
If I didn't grab those, I'd be dead.
Gotta speak up.
I'm tired.
What can you read one more time? Can you read that one? Because it was hard to hear you.
If I didn't grab those, I'd be dead.
Texted him, I'm getting itch or irritated. That's over a half an hour after you sent him the first message, and he hasn't responded to a single one of your messages, correct?
Who, John?
Yes.
I don't know if he responded. I think he responded.
Did you see a response in there?
Is this just my text messages?
This is your thread with him. Did you see a response from him?
Do you have a response from him in there?
I'll approach. You can go through it. You tell me if you see a response.
Someone was to hit me, it would be somewhere down here or something. I need this voice message or where we look. If he was, it would be under here.
If he was, I mean, I can show you what it looks like on the other ones.
Yeah.
There's a blue bubble.
Oh,
You
so
see
he
a
would
blue
be.
bubble
No,
on
no, I
here?
don't. I don't.
Great.
What are your requirements?
Thank you. Mr. Efron, did you call me yesterday to correct something about your testimony last week?
Yes. Yes.
And what was it specifically that you wanted to correct for the jury?
So, I think on Cross, Takapino asked me, Mr. Takapino asked me about a shooting range that I went to in Los Angeles. I forget the dates, but that was 2 weeks prior to me texting Rocky, and I was there on a business trip, finalizing my jewelry company that I had, and I was staying
Let me
with
stop
a
you.
business partner.
The exhibit that you're talking about, was that a video that was played of you at a shooting range?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and are you saying that, well, since,
Just the record shows that Mr. Moore is
what was it that you did over the weekend that helped you refresh your memory on where that video was captured?
Well, I went through my Instagram story because I didn't understand the question he asked. It was too fast. It was 3 years ago. I need time to, I didn't know I needed homework.
So you went back through Instagram to look at the videos surrounding that to figure out where that video was shot?
Correct.
And it was from that you figured out that you were in Los Angeles at that time?
Yes, I was.
Do you remember the date that video was captured?
I think it was,
Well, I think the testimony on cross was that it was captured on October 19th of 2021. Does that sound right?
that's correct.
And when you went back and looked at the video, was that what you observed as well?
Yeah, I had a story mode with a bunch of pictures, and I had multiple guns, not the 2 guns he showed. I had a lot of guns on the table that I was using.
Next to that.
So my question though was that the video was shot on October 19th, correct?
Yes, it was.
You said you were here on business, correct?
Yes.
What do you remember what day you flew in?
The 16th.
So
Of what month?
October 16th, 2021?
Yes.
And after the video was shot, did you leave Los Angeles prior to this incident that we've been talking about in November?
Say that again, please?
Yes. So you fly in on October 16th.
Yeah.
The video is shot October 19th. When did you next leave Los Angeles?
The 20th.
Of October?
Yes.
Okay. And when you flew out of Los Angeles, was that also, where did you fly to, do you know?
I flew to New York, and then a few days later I went to North Carolina.
Seems to take place So the street up, okay, right now is where you guys will be walking from. Okay. So right now it's 22. Oh yeah, you guys see everything. 22, 12. So as you're walking, can you describe who's walking ahead or where you guys?
Rocky's the first one ahead. He told me, it was on the side of me telling me like, because they're listening to what I'm saying. Like we're talk, like I'm literally letting them have it.
Right, you're venting.
Yeah. So then I think 12 will get a little bit more closer to him before he shoots. But when he shoots, the shit ricocheted and hit me. And then once it ricocheted, that's when he shot down every time too. He shot down. So then the second time, but then it looked like he was not trying to shoot down the second time because when I had arrows like this, he was just running close and trying to shoot around those.
All right, so we're down to that point to see what kind of occurs. It's not that it's a great picture, but let's see what you can kind of best get out to you. It's difficult to really make out. You can kind of see pictures, you can see the activity. That's why we'll show it to you.
I didn't want to go, like, he told me I did not want to go to the cops right away. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
And we'll talk about that. I mean, it makes sense. Looks like the figures come in at 22:16:51.
So the first person will see someone Rocky.
Yeah, that's right. You probably took that one over the board.
Alright. Well, we're just going to look where someone behind him looks like he's wearing red. And then there's two armadillos.
So the person on right is the red jacket.
That's 12 runs.
That's 12.
He's still trying to shoot me. Who's that? Oh, I know who it is. Rocky runs.
That's Rocky.
Yeah, it's Rocky running. And that's 12. And that's me and Bill was arguing.
You're arguing, you're pointing to one side of the screen closer to the intersection where you guys came through.
Is that it was looking up?
You take off that.
Yeah, I went, see when I went. Because me and Amos had words. After that, he had mad snot and crying from his eyes. And he said, "When was about to be killed." And I said, "Oh, nigga, I don't know this fucking guy. What the fuck are you talking about?"
And I mean, that would make sense. I mean, I'm sure you'd be emotional too after that.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you good with that clip?
Play one more time. So Rocky.
I still can't make out the activity because it's so crazy, but it's
Right.
the way I can see.
The reason you're grabbing and you're showing on the wheels is
because he's shooting at me. He shot me the first time.
So when you say at the stop sign, was that at the
That's
first
yeah.
shot?
When I turn, when the moon turns, Rocky turns around.
Okay, at the stop sign.
Damn, it's so hard. It's so frustrating. I'm literally grabbing ills every which way. You can see the back of my hoodie. That's why I was so mad, because I'm literally tossing you every which way. Rocky's trying to run from me. You can see the back of my hoodie. I'm everywhere. I'm like in the back of the street, around the street. Okay. Go to the next clip. And that's coming out for Mr. Delmar.
I'm going to pause it there, Mr. Efron. That's at 6 minutes and 3 seconds on the video player. Up to that point, the video that you were shown, is that the video from a distance that shows the corner of Selma and Vista Del Mar that's blurry?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to keep playing.
It's channel 5 of this Delmar. So it's going to be same location, different angle of the camera. So this is going to be positioned a little bit on the other side of the building. So this is kind of faces as the street kind of curves around, it still faces the street. So when I see the people run away, we identify Rocky and then Twirly and then eventually goes walking. We'll see if we can kind of again identify these people as they go by. Alright, I'll get to the time. Just right there. We'll start at 22:17. Some people, it doesn't mean that they were involved, that they knew. That's why it's actually come. Some people were witnesses, and I mean, that's just, like you said, it's unfortunate. There's one last video, I think we can do the exit.
Did y'all see how you pulled up?
Who's that?
Did you see how he pulled up in this caddy truck, or how did he come? Yes, didn't see that. This is where the street that they're walking off comes out to. So this would be on Central. This is the loading dock video. So it starts also around 10 o'clock. So I'm going to push forward. Actually, we're going back with this one. Well, this is the direction of the rain. This is the only way the street empties out to. Yeah, this is they go this way or this way. Back up to Hollywood Boulevard? I'm sure you can tell us, but it's the same individual.
Video, Mr. Efron, does that video accurately reflect the very first time that you watched the surveillance video in this case?
Yes.
Did you physically punch or strike Ills that night?
No.
Other than grabbing Ills by the sweatshirt, did you do anything else physical to Ills?
Nah, he was protecting me. Why would I, regardless of what I said to him, we could look at the other film, he was literally protecting me. A prop gun ever before in my life.
Never before?
Never before, ever.
Are you aware that it is claimed the defendant had a prop gun that night?
No, I'm not aware. I didn't know he had a prop gun.
Did you believe that night that he had a problem?
Of course not.
At any point that night, did you accuse the defendant of shooting at you with a real gun?
Yes, I told him that in my text.
What text are you referring to that you sent to him?
And when I sent him, probably like within 30 or an hour after, when I went back and found the bullets, I texted him trying to kill me, trying to take me away from my daughter.
Referring to about taking you away from your daughter?
Yeah, that word set me up, trying to take me from my daughter.
Okay. At any point in time after this incident, did you send a text message to 12B indicating that the defendant shot at you with a real gun?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go to page 2. In the middle of the page, there's a text message that you sent from Terrell to 12B that said, "You good," and the time is at 9:44 p.m. on November 6th, correct?
Correct.
That would have been the last text message you sent him immediately before this incident. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. The very next text message, the bottom of page 3, is a text message from you to 12B that says, "Y'all set me up, no words," with an emoji. And that's November 8th, 2021 at 6:57 a.m., correct?
Correct.
So that would be your next message to 12B after the shooting, correct?
Yes.
And if you need, I will approach and you can look through it, but did 12B ever respond to that text message to you?
Never.
6 at 10:07, you texted Elijah out front, correct?
Correct.
And that is, would you agree that's the last message you sent to Elijah or Ills prior to this shooting, correct?
Yeah, prior to leaving out.
And then the last text at the bottom, that would be a text you sent to Ills on November 8th, 2021 at 6:56 a.m., correct?
That's correct.
And it says, "Y'all set me up with a heart emoji," correct?
Yes.
Did Elijah ever respond to that text message?
Yeah, I think so. Me and Elijah was talking.
What did Elijah say in response?
Objection.
Grounds for
You're safe.
At any point did Elijah respond to say that it was a fake gun that night?
Objection.
Your Honor, may I offer an offer of proof on that? It's being offered for a non-hearsay purpose.
Okay, I see. All right. I understand. All right, the objection's over.
Did Elijah ever respond that night to say that it was a prop gun in any way?
No.
Did you ever hear about a prop gun or a starter pistol or a fake gun related to this case before January 21st, 2025, the day that jury selection started in this case?
That was the first time I ever heard about it.
You described before that after you used Ills as a human shield, the defendant was trying to move around Ills. Is that your prior testimony?
That's correct.
How many shots did you believe the defendant fired at you to the best of your knowledge?
I said 3 to 4. I believe it was 3 or 4.
Are you aware that you've been accused by the defense of having planted those 2 cartridge casings at the scene?
I am.
That's just